Welcome back to the more Sip2Tally's Power Rankings, and we finally made it to the top 10. But before we get into the top 10, let's recap teams 32 through 11. You've been waiting 3 weeks. What's another 30 seconds before we get into the top 10? Starting with team number 32, the LA Rams. Team number 31, Detroit Lions. Team number 30, Arizona Cardinals. Team 29, Washington Commanders. Team 28, Carolina Panthers. Team 27, Indianapolis Colts. Team 26, New England Patriots. Team 25, Las Vegas Raiders. Team 24, New York Giants. Team 23, Tampa Bay Bucks. 22, Houston Texans. 21, Jacksonville Jaguars. 20, Denver Broncos. 19, Tennessee Titans. 18, Green Bay Packers. 17, Minnesota Vikings. 16, Pittsburgh Steelers. 15, Atlanta Falcons. 14, Los Angeles Chargers. 13, Miami Dolphins. 12, Chicago Bears. 11, New York Jets. And your number 10 team on the more Sip2Tally's Power Rankings, the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks finished 9-8 last year. They were the surprise team in the NFL with Geno Smith as their starting quarterback. They got a lot of people back. They were a young team. But let's get into why I have them ranked as the number 10 team on the more Sip2Tally's Power Rankings. Let's start with the quarterback room. I have that quarterback room ranked number 13. In that quarterback room, Geno Smith, who surprised everybody, had a great year for Geno. Geno made the quote, a lot of people were doubting him, but he didn't answer the phone. And, that was a quote that kind of went throughout the season. He threw for 4,200 yards, almost 4,300 yards, had 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So that was a great breakout season for Geno. Can he come back and do that again? But what happened was a lot of rookies on that team produced. They had a great rookie class. Behind Geno, they had Drew Lock, who was the quarterback in Denver, who they kind of swapped when they traded Russ. And so, for that matter, I have that room ranked 13th because Drew Lock was a starter. So if Geno goes down, Drew Lock can come in and kind of keep them competitive. I ain't going to say he can win some games for them, but he can keep them competitive and keep them in some games. Go over to their running back room. Kenneth Walker had an outstanding rookie campaign. Rushed for 1,050 yards. Had some games where he, went for 200-ish yards. Had some long runs. Had some outstanding highlight plays. He had a veteran behind him, but they got rid of him, so now he has a rookie behind him. And I called him Chardonnay, but it's Zach Charbonnet from UCLA. And again, we're not giving rookies any. Well, we're giving some rookies some clout, but Charbonnet not getting much clout. But he does have DJ Dallas behind him, who's been a contributor for a long time in Seattle, and he rushed for about 200 yards last year. They got rid of Travis Homer. I think Homer went to Chicago. But in that running back room, I have them ranked 17th. Kenneth Walker has the potential to be a star in this league. And Chardonnay did a great job at UCLA. They ran a lot of outside zone. But he's a power runner. So getting him in a different skill set, run schemes to run power, counter, stuff like that. I'm interested to see what he can do with that because at UCLA, they ran a lot of outside zone coming from that what's the coach's name? Coach from Oregon a long time ago. Chip. That's his name. First name Chip. But I liked his scheme when he was in Oregon that long time ago. So they know him up in the Pacific Northwest. Going to the wide receiver room. That wide receiver room I have ranked 5th. They had DK Metcalf, had Tyler Lockett, added Jackson Smith and Jigba, who I thought was the number 1 receiver on the draft board. So that wide receiver room is loaded. They gave Geno another weapon. They can use Tyler Lockett or JSN in the slot. And the backups, they have Dwayne Eskridge. Well, I guess he changed his name to D. Eskridge. I guess he got, I don't know what he got, but his name is Dwayne. I don't know why it's changed to D. Eskridge. His name is Dwayne. I guess he don't like Dwayne, like some other people. But it is what it is. I got their room ranked number 5. So, but DK Metcalf's an elite receiver. Tyler Lockett's been doing it for a long time. JSN was probably the best receiver in the draft. I'm going to give you some numbers for DK Metcalf. DK had, let me find it. 1,000 yards. Tyler Lockett had 1,000 yards. And then you add JSN in there to do the slot stuff. So Geno got some weapons. He got some weapons, and that wide receiver room is ranked 5th. Moving over to the tight end room, they have a guy that I think is underrated in their tight end room. A guy that I really like, and that's Noah Fant. Add Will Disley to that, and I have their tight end room ranked 9th. Noah Fant has what I consider the tools to be in that upper echelon of tight ends with Mark Andrews, with what's the tight end in San Francisco? I don't want to put him in there with Kelsey. Kittle with Waller. Noah Fant has the tools to be those guys or better because he has the size, he has the hands, and he's faster than all of those guys I just named, with the exception of maybe Waller. Noah Fant could be in that conversation with the Mark Andrews, with the Kittle, with the Waller. I don't know if he'll get the targets to do it because the wide receiver room is so good, but I really like Noah Fant. And Will Disley is no slouch either. And for that matter, I have their tight end room ranked 9th. I really like Noah Fant and what he could bring to the table in Seattle. So if you look at Geno Smith's list of weapons, they have the potential to be good and to build on that 9-8 record. They do. So just I'm going to give you a list of his weapons. Kenneth Walker, who had a great rookie season. DK Metcalf, who's always solid. Tyler Lockett, who's always solid. Add Jackson Smith and Jigba. Noah Fant, who's solid. Geno Smith really don't have a excuse not to do well this season and to build on that 9-8 record. They need to put it together and push to 12, 13 wins. Not saying they can win the division because it's another team in that division that's pretty darn good also. But Geno Smith, this is your time to go and do what you need to do. Let's go to the O-line. The O-line was young too. And again, I said they had a great rookie class that ended up producing for them. They had 2 rookie left tackles that started and played. Charles Cross, Abraham Lucas. Now I have their O-line ranked 20th, but it could be a lot better because again, they started 2 rookies at left tackle, Cross and Lucas, and they had ups and downs, but going in their second year, they should be a lot better. In the middle, they got Darian Lewis, Phil Hayes, and Evan Brown. So they should grow in their second year together. They should be a lot better. But as of right now, until they show me, I got them ranked 20th. Slide over to the defensive side of the ball. And their defensive line / edge group is the weakest group on the team as far as I'm concerned. Some names on that D line, that base 3-4 team is Draymond Jones, Bryant Monet, Jan Reed, who they got from Green Bay. Stand-up guys on the edge are Darrell Taylor and Wosu. I think they got him from the Chargers. They might have got him last year. I think he was on the team last year. But Wosu was probably the best player out of that front 5. He's an edge guy that'll kind of get you some sacks. But I got that group ranked 30th. The thing about that group is if they just take up blocks, they'll be okay. I don't think they're going to make a lot of plays. They don't have to make a lot of plays, though, because when you slide over to their linebacker group, they brought Bobby back home. So they got Bobby Wagner back. They got Bobby Wagner back from L.A. In Bobby's absence, Jordan Brooks flourished. Jordan Brooks is fast. He's hungry. He can go tackle. And adding Bobby back to that linebacker room, I got them ranked 7th. So you look at Jordan Brooks, who was an all-star without Bobby. You bring Bobby back from L.A., and I got them ranked 7th. Them 2 guys, they're going to do some things. As long as that front 5 can take up blockers, Bobby Wagner and Jordan Brooks going to eat. So the 2 linebackers going to make the front 5 a lot better. A lot better. Now let's slide to their secondary. Now they're young at the cornerback room. Very young in the cornerback room. They got Tariq Woolen, who I think had just as good a year as Sauce Gardner. Even though everybody put Sauce Gardner way higher than Tariq Woolen, Tariq Woolen had way more interceptions. He had a couple pick sixes. And even if you look on this channel, Tariq Woolen's video on this channel is the best video that, so far. Pushing right around 10,000 views from UTSA. So Tariq Woolen had, I think 7 or 8 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. And they got Kobe Bryant, too. They drafted Kobe Bryant from Cincinnati, who was Sauce Gardner's running mate at Cincinnati. But then, on top of that, they went and drafted Devin Witherspoon. Now, they got Devin Witherspoon listed as a starter. Do I think he's going to start over Kobe Bryant? Maybe. But I think Devin Witherspoon was going to be the slot corner, and eventually he may take over that starting spot. But I got the cornerback room ranked 12th because we don't know who's going to be the number 2 guy to Tariq Woolen's number 1. But Woolen is a star. Woolen is a certified star. Like, for a guy to be 6'4", to be that fast and be that quick, it's rare. And to have 2 guys come out in the same draft like that, him and Sauce Gardner, you don't get too many unicorns like that. You don't get too many unicorns like for him and Sauce to be in the league at the same time doing the same type stuff. And that's crazy. Now slide over to their safety room. Their safety room is top notch. I got it ranked 2nd. Jamal Adams. We all know what Jamal Adams does when he's healthy, and he's back fully healthy. Quandre Diggs flourished while Jamal Adams is out. Quandre Diggs is one of the top safeties in the league. They're the second best safety group in the NFL. So you add that to that young cornerback group. You get that veteran leadership with Adams and Diggs. And you got a top-notch back end in your defense. Top-notch back end in your defense. And now you can see why they're ranked number 10 on the more Sip2Tally power rankings. Just look at the defense. But you look at all their numbers together. And matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do the list. So let's go back and give you the list so you can pause it once I put them on the screen and you can see whether I'm too high, too low, whether I'm crazy or not. Because some people don't think Seattle should be ranked this high. But this is now your time to see all the position groups on the screen. Pause it, make your comment, and then we can go from there. So I'll go through the position groups right now. Quarterbacks, 13. Running backs, 17. Wide receivers, 5. Tight ends, 9th. O-line, 20th. Then you flip over to the defensive side. Defensive line edge, 30. Linebacker, 7th. Cornerbacks, 12th. Safeties, 2nd. And when you average all of it out together, it comes out to be 12.7777 8th, which makes them the 10th best team on the more Sip2Tally power rankings. And the Seattle Seahawks, who Pete Carroll's been there a while. If I'm not mistaken, Pete Carroll is the 2nd longest tenured coach in the NFL behind the hoodie. And that stability means a lot when it comes to the NFL. So with that being said, if you have not liked the video, please do so. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be notified when the rest of the countdown starts. Again, we're into the top 10. This is number 10. Number 9 will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Again, like I told you on the last video, since you know who number 10 is, put in the comment section 9 through 1. See if you get it right. Put number 9 through number 1 in the comment section. See if you get it right. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate you guys for all that you do for the channel. Peace.